Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be doing some Crockpot Parmesan garlic. Crockpot Parmesan garlic chicken and taters. Okay, I don't know how it'll be on the top of it or whatever, but this is what we're going to do. First of all, I borrowed my daughter's couple of crock pots during Easter, and I kept them, and I told my husband this morning, I said, hey, I'm just going to use her crock pot. But I've got about a pound and a half of these little tiny taters, these young taters, you know what I'm saying? Got about 24 ounces. Cut them in half in small pieces. Cut them, please, so they're bite size. Then I've got a pound, a little bit more than a pound and a half of chicken breast, and I've sliced them like this. You can see all the slices that I've sliced. Now I'm just going to cut them in cubes. Is all I'm going to do. I'm cutting them all the way through. All the way through. And I'm going to, after I do this, I'll wait just a minute and I'll go wash my hands when I finish this and put some seasoning on my potatoes, okay? I saw a version of this recipe, but you know me, I've got to add something to it or take something away from it. There's nothing wrong with adding your own self to that. So, let's go wash my hands. I've got some onion left over. Washed my hands real good. And I've got some onion left over from yesterday. So, I'm just going to slice this into, I just want a rough chop, okay? I don't want them to be real little or anything like that. Just cutting them into a rough chop. And I'm going to throw them over top of my potatoes. Who can't like a good onion? If you don't like an onion in there, don't put it in there. If you say, well, we don't like onions, definitely don't use it. Let me get that off of there and slice off the little bottom. Just don't use an onion, but we love onion. So I'm just gonna get all this in there. Then I'm going to put my chicken in there, okay? We'll be going back to wash our hands again, won't we? I'm going to sort of pull this apart, make sure my chicken is all over the dish. Grab that, not like that big old piece. I hope y'all are having a good day today. I am. I've been blessed just to get up, and I tell you what, the good Lord, I've been praying about something, and God just helped me. He answered a prayer, and He's so good, isn't He? Don't know what I would do without Him. I don't know how people face the world that we live in without the Lord. Okay, wash my hands again. Now we're going to season up. Let me grab my towel. We're going to season up all of the chicken and everything. This will have to be washed run through the dishwasher or something, whatever I decide to do with some good warm soapy water. I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit, especially over those potatoes. Probably maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons. Then I'm going to put some salt. Grab my spoon. Some salt. And I want to, if you put that olive oil on top of your chicken and your potatoes, it makes your seasoning sort of stick to your meat and everything. So that's why I like to do that. That's about a teaspoon. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I cooked so much during Easter that I just had to take a day off. I was wore out. I've got some smoked paprika, and I'm going to just give a generous little shake with that. Then I'm going to put just a tad of Lawry's seasoning salt. Lawry's, it's Lawrys. If you just got regular seasoning salt, that'll do this. That'll do whatever you want it to do. I'm just going to shake about a half teaspoon or something like that. But this is just Lawry's seasoning salt. You can use your own sea salt. Okay, we've got our chicken in here. We got our taters. We've got olive oil. We got salt and pepper. We got the smoked paprika. We've got an onion. We've got Lawry's seasoning salt. The main thing is this. It is called Parmesan garlic sauce. I already took off the top so it wouldn't take me so long to get it off. But it's like Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic is what it is. This is the king right here. We're going to put this on. This is what's going to give it some flavor. Let me get all that off that little piece. We're going to pour this all over. The whole bottle. I'm going to put the whole bottle. And then I'm going to take some, I'm going to put a little bit of chicken broth here. I'm going to put a little bit in this and shake it really good. Probably put about up to about right there. Probably about, oh, let's see. And then I might have to add just a little bit more. Gosh, that smells good. Smells good, young'uns. I'm gonna put just a little bit more because I like to get every bit of that. I'd say it's probably about maybe less than, well, I had a little spill there, didn't I? Spilled a little bit. Less than between a half and 3/4 of a cup. Now I got all of that out of there, you can see. Nice little bottle. Now I'm going to clean up my mess right here where I had a dribble on my counter. There's my... Okay, so far we've got about 1.5 pounds of those little small young potatoes. And then we've got about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we've got about a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, And I'd say I probably put close to, that might have been close to a teaspoon of the smoked paprika. I put about half a teaspoon of Lowry's seasoning salt. And I put 1 bottle of the Parmesan garlic. It's a 12-ounce, 1 bottle of the Parmesan garlic stuff. Wow, it's made by Wild Wings, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to get ready to put some, hang on a minute, let's see, I put about 3/4, between a half and 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth. Okay, I'm just going to take this spoon that I use for salt, and I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Make sure everything's coated real good. I have a lot of people asking me about this. This is just, the one I got is just by Reynolds Wrap, and it's not for the oven. It's made for crock pots, okay? Made for crock pots. And it's just a crock pot liner. Okay, we've got all of our chicken and stuff all stirred up. It don't look too good, you know what I'm saying? Boy, it smells good. So I'm going to put the lid on it, get my crock pot going, and there's some more things we're going to put in before the end, okay? But I'm going to get my crock pot going on low for about 6 hours, or high for about 4 hours. We want to make sure our chicken is totally cooked through. So we'll be back whenever it's ready. I left out one little thing there, and it's 4 ounces of cream cheese. Take the lid off that. I just picked it right up, set it back on here, but I want some thin little pieces that I'm going to cut up and just stir in there. There's 4 ounces. So I'm just going to tear this into little pieces and drop it because I want this to melt. And I'm going to stir it up real quick. I'm going to put this around on top, and I'm going to stir in this, and then we'll be ready to put the lid back on there and get it going on low for 6 hours or high for 4 hours. I know y'all don't want to watch me do this, so you know what I'm doing. Okay, we're back, and we're going to add in a couple of things for about the last 30 minutes, okay? You can see my chicken is cooking and looking good. I'm going to put in about 2 cups. I'm going to start out with about 2 cups of mozzarella. That's probably a little bit more, about a little bit more than 2 cups. And I'm going to stir that in, or I'm going to stir that down in there. It's going to be delicious. Can't wait to have this for supper. And then you can serve it just like that. Nothing else, okay? Nothing else. But I'm going to add some fresh spinach. You can use some fresh broccoli or anything you have. I'm just going to put just a few handfuls of spinach. That's the way that I can incorporate some greens in there. Just a couple of, that's probably maybe 2 cups or something like that. We'll push that down in there. And we're going to put this back on and turn it back on, okay? We'll be back. Okay, it's been 6 hours. I'm going to lift my crock pot up out of there and set it on that hot pot. I'm going to show you all. Okay, I'll let you look down in there. See how delicious. Sprinkle just a little bit more cheese right on top. Let my you hear my green beans boiling over there? Remember, we've got, ooh, look at those potatoes. A little bit of spinach on there. And that delicious, it smells so good. Let me move my camera again. Okay, we've got a plate here. I've got some green beans and some potatoes and spinach and chicken and a roll, a yeast roll, and something to drink. I've already blessed it. See, these, if I can get my spoon on there without flipping it out, look how tender the potatoes are. Okay. Get a little piece of chicken. One a lot. That is really good. It's delicious. I hope y'all get a chance to make yourself some. Just want to, it's really easy. Throwing it in there, you don't have to put the spinach, you don't have to put broccoli or anything like that unless you want to. But the chicken just fell apart. I let it cook 6 hours on low. If you wanted to put it on high, do it about 4 hours on high. And then sprinkle your mozzarella cheese on there. And then if you want to add broccoli or you want to add spinach or whatever, put that in there and let it finish its time up. And it'll be delicious. I hope y'all have enjoyed the video today. Want y'all to know that I sure have enjoyed being with y'all. And want you to know how much I love you and how much the good Lord loves you. Young'uns, there's a lot coming up. We've got a eclipse coming up. And this would be great as a meal to serve. Or those cookies that were on there the other day. Those German chocolate cookies would be delicious to make for your people. And if you have a lot of people, those cookies make 40 cookies. So you have plenty to go around. But just tell you, there's one bad thing about it. They won't last long. Well, listen. I'm going to go. Just want you to know how much the Lord loves you today. Put your trust in Him no matter what comes up that we might not understand or may be fearful about. God's right there with us. Right there with us. So He stands before us and He stands after us. Don't forget that. I feel like a sandwich whenever I'm with the Lord. He's got me right in between Him and He's got you too. Put your trust in Him. Look to Him for answers. Fear comes from the devil. So don't let fear take us over, okay? I love y'all, and I will see you next time, okay? Let's make our husband a good plate and sit down and eat. Have a blessed one.